Warren Buffett is sitting on a pile of cash. And what I'm referring to here was, of course, last week when Berkshire Hathaway announced their 2019 Q3 earnings, they announced that the company had increased their cash pile to $128 billion, an all-time record, which was actually an increase of $6 billion from the previous quarter. And that's actually including a $700 million stock buyback that they did execute throughout the quarter. Now, just for some relation here, in terms of how much money $128 billion really is, a company like Under Armour, company like that is valued at $7 billion. A company like Chipotle, valued at $21 billion. A company like Lululemon has a valuation of $25 billion. Berkshire Hathaway is sitting on $128 billion in cash, which is pretty darn insane to think about. And the question that investors are asking themselves all over the world is, why such a big pile of cash? Of course, the company would love to deploy this money. In fact, Buffett's actually said in a number of times that he's itching to deploy this money. He came out in mid-2019 saying that he would like to make an elephant-sized acquisition. And if we actually look back at the last major deal that the company took on, this dates back to 2015, which is going on close to 5 years ago when they purchased the company Precision Cast Parts. Buffett and company want to deploy this money, but with the S&P recently setting a record high, the markets or valuations he's actually quoted before as sky-high valuations, I think that it's fair to say what we can take away from this is that he's just not seeing enough value out there on the market, especially being late cycle with talk of recession. Maybe he's just comfortable holding this money in cash. Now, the question that I'll ask for you, I'd love to hear the thoughts of the subscribers for this video, is when he does deploy this money, which will happen, what would you like to see him purchase, and what do you think is a realistic option? He has been asked before. Take a couple examples. General Electric, ticker GE. This was a company that actually got a lot of buzz. This does date back to January of 2018, where he said he would consider buying General Electric at the right price. Now, things have changed over the past couple years with new news surfacing. Maybe this may not be the company for him. We've also heard talk of Kraft Heinz as another very possible option. This is a company that he's actually admitted that he made a mistake on, but they do currently still own a large stake. And a question we could ask is would they consider buying more shares off the public market? Maybe consider taking this company private? Now, what I personally would love to see, and that's really all that this is, just an opinion, I would love to see the company FedEx, ticker FDX. And actually, Trip Miller, a hedge fund manager, actually the founder of the Ghislaine Capital's Partner Fund, he as well thinks that this could be a potential target for Buffett's money. He says here, Berkshire Hathaway is probably looking to do a major deal. He would expect at a minimum deploying $25 billion of their cash reserve. He said FedEx could make sense given Buffett's love for transportation stocks. They already have exposure through the railroads. He's been raising his stakes, his exposure in the airlines, which he's already got a decent exposure to. If you look at a company like FedEx stock, this is a company that has dropped significantly. And I'm talking here about a 45% drop since its peak back in 2018. The company's market cap, the valuation of FedEx stock, has essentially been cut in half, where it's currently situated at about $43 billion. And this is by no means a prediction. This is simply, like I said, just for our subscribers, something that I'd personally love to see. As a shareholder of FedEx, I wouldn't count it out of the picture. Again, with such a big discount on the price of the company, it definitely could be on his radar. Again, given his love for transportation stocks. But in the meantime, really, all we can do is kind of sit back, wait for some news regarding how they're going to deploy this money. I'd love to hear your opinions down below on what you think would be a good target for Berkshire Hathaway's capital. Again, leave a comment in terms of what you'd like to see and what you think may be a realistic option. I know we all want to see Buffett buy Aurora Cannabis and Canopy Growth, but let's keep it real here. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We post videos like this every week. If you are a beginner to the stock market, be sure to check out our Investing Academy. It's that first link down in the description below. We're taking beginners from absolutely nothing to getting their portfolios built, often in less than a week. But as always, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.